Stop pretending you don't see the pattern. He just posted that Kurt Alme is a patriot running against a radical left lunatic Democrat, and then immediately pivoted to calling out the EU for robbing American companies. That isn't random. It's a coordinated narrative on domestic purity versus external theft.
Mara, you're seeing ghosts in the machine again. He thanked Mike Johnson and Jody Arrington for a budget step that might pass with a simple majority before August recess, then posted a picture of himself flanked by World Series trophies next to Manny Pacquiao's belt. That is not a strategy, it is a fever dream.
It matters because he specifically quantified the theft. He listed $15 billion for Apple, $3 billion for Meta, and now another $1 billion for Google to bring their total over $18 billion. When he puts those exact figures on Truth Social, alongside a threat of a substantial tariff, algorithms don't sleep.
Algorithms are laughing at you. He claims the EU started this under Biden, then says Bulgaria backs him despite Iran threats while sharing a link about that exact topic. One moment he's talking 50% profit on a bridge deal with Canada. The next, he's showing us an image of Ali versus Foreman from 1974.
The juxtaposition is the point. He says President Xi and Putin won't sell weapons to Iran because they know doing so would be bad for them, while simultaneously threatening that Europe will pay a big price. That creates a specific corridor of geopolitical risk that traders are pricing into every swing.
You call it pricing. I call it paralysis by analysis. He says the EU is not a piggybank, then posts about baseball players and changes bridge terms to get 50% of the profit. The market moved because people are bored, not because they read his claim that Alani Bankhead loves men in women's sports.
Don't you dare minimize the signal. He explicitly stated he is initiating a 301 investigation into this practice of robbing American taxpayers. That isn't noise. That is a regulatory hammer being dropped on tech and trade sectors right now.
A regulatory hammer made out of words. He also says he has no idea how NATO weapons are distributed, while claiming two major countries aren't participating in arming Iran. If you think that level of contradictory certainty moves a single basis point, your statistical model is broken.
And yet here we are watching the volatility spike every time he drops a new number like 1 billion or threatens to reverse penalties. The timing isn't coincidence. It's cause and effect, wrapped in all caps anger about high taxes and open borders.
Timing is correlation, not causation, especially when he follows up a serious budget bill endorsement with a screenshot of a tweet referencing the rumble in the jungle. You are trying to build a trading thesis on someone posting about baseball caps next to empty gloves.
The glove isn't empty. It's waiting for the ball, just like markets wait for his 301 investigation to land. When he says penalties will be reversed and tariffs placed at the earliest possible moment, that is a directive that shakes the foundation of global trade.
Your reverberation theory falls apart the moment you realize his entire day consisted of threatening Europe, praising Montana voters, and posting an image where Manny Pacquiao stands behind a desk with World Series trophies. If that is your signal, then noise is just a polite word for insanity.
Rational participants are hedging against the very real possibility of those $18 billion coming back as tariffs. You ignore the numbers at your peril, because when he says Kurt Alme will never let you down, he is signaling a hardline stance that reverberates through every sector.
Your reverberation theory falls apart the moment you realize his entire day consisted of threatening Europe, praising Montana voters, and posting an image where Manny Pacquiao stands behind a desk with World Series trophies. If that is your signal, then noise is just a polite word for insanity.
That's the show. We're on Spotify and YouTube if this earned it. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. And housekeeping. The machine that writes this gets tuned constantly for cleaner news. The numbers are real, the jokes are not.